What up, though? Cruising these Detroit streets. You understand? Giving a shout out. You dig to all my people. My people meaning people that can hear my voice, to actually put in a little effort, at least, to hear what I got to say. My people. You dig? I'm over here deep east, near Ross, over here on University and Warren. Just hey, when I look at videos, I like sightseeing. If you go look at the videos I'm subscribed to, I'll be doing a lot of sightseeing, places I never plan on going myself. And a lot of people fear Detroit, so I just like to show people what, let people see for themselves what's really good. Let me raise up my window. Got my roof open, so I'm gonna see how it sounds after I get finished talking. But yeah, I tend to cling to people that value truth, that value justice. And I think it's real important to know who's who. Because if you don't know who's who, I don't mean spend all your time on it, But when you get a chance to, peel the curtain back, see who's who and what's what, then you can make a conscientious decision on whether to, be involved with that person or situation, etc. I think it's real good for you to know what's what, And yeah, just because a person did this, that, and the other to this person, don't mean they gonna do it to you. But why not? And listen to me. Why not be aware? So that if said thing does happen, you are already prepared for it. You're not giving out too much of your personal information. You're not giving too much of your self. Too much of yourself, your value, to a person that's just trying to line you up. I think it's very important. Yeah, true enough, I'm protected, but in one of my ways I'm protected is I do my homework. I do my research. When this person, I'm going to say his name now because he's relevant. My first time seeing this guy ZX, he pretended. And anybody tell you at AOV, I was on Victim on head about messing with this old man on his head. So when a chance to introduce himself to me, the brother said, "Oh yeah, I've been here. I've been seeing you, this, that, and the other in the chat room, blah, blah, split." Yeah, okay. Yeah, I laugh it off, but at the same time, what you see me doing? You know what I'm saying? You don't see me going nowhere near that line that you cross. You don't see me going nowhere near it. That forbidden tree, I don't go nowhere near it. But when it comes to a man that took time out to lie to me, try to deceive me so that I can see him in a different type of light, other than what I should see him in, yeah, pathetic. This dude called my homie's mama because he couldn't handle getting roast. Called her. And, I learned to not doubt Vic a long time ago, when I first met him. I first met Vic, he talking about something. He was running with Wyclef, not running with, but he was involved. You know what I'm saying? He was there. His sister was married to the manager, producer, whatever the hell the nigga is. Vic telling me this far out story. And I'm sitting back listening to this nigga like, nigga, okay. Okay, I buy it. I can't prove you wrong. You know, we using each other for company. You know what I'm saying? We both like playing the game. We using each other for company because we just met each other. Nigga talking about he sold this and called a case dad, and I'm like, this motherfucker. Telling my girl, who my wife now, but she was my girl at the time, this motherfucker on some bullshit. This nigga, I tell her what he done told me, we laughing like a motherfucker, right? So one day, you know, Vic had been telling me, like I said, I had doubted him. I doubted when he came with that Wyclef and Fugees and all that shit. I doubted what he was talking about. So I get off work one night. I was working an overnight shift at Green's Barbecue. With anybody, any old head on the east side know was you know, after hour, you know. And I'm on my way home, wide awake, just getting off the, you know, a 2-hour bus ride, you know, back to the west side I was staying in. And Vic pulled up on me like, hey, nigga, I gotta go shoot, you know, out of town, man. You know, ride with me. I'm like, out of town where? Now, mind you, I'm on parole. I'm on parole. I know this for a fact. I said, man, out of town where? This nigga talking about Georgia, Atlanta. I'm like, oh, hell no, nah, man. I said, dog, I don't get paid till a couple nights from now. I got you, dog, I got you. I'm like, huh? I said, dog, I ain't got no money. All I got is bus fare to get to work. Nigga, put your bus fare in the house. Come on with me, grab, you know, put you somewhere. We coming right back. I just got to go down here to this court case. I'm like, court case? Okay, the nigga did tell me he got in trouble for selling dope. So I'm like, listen, dog, I ain't with, you know, I don't know you like that, you know, be going out of town, dog, and I ain't got no type of resources, blah, blah, blah. Nigga, I ain't even got no weed. Like, I got you, dog, I got you. I'm gonna feed you. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? So I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? And, you know, the sneaky part of myself is like, dig in, you know what I'm saying? You know, this be, you know, my way to prove or see what type of substance this nigga got behind me. But the small, responsible side of myself saying, man, you better not take your ass nowhere with this nigga. You on parole. You on parole, motherfucker. But you know, I'm good on my parole. You know, me and my PO good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in no trouble or nothing, you know, nothing like that. And I'm working. So, boom, you know. I say, you know, let me let my mama know what's going on. And I'll let you know. This time, like one of the other times, I was staying with my mama. You did? Yeah. Grown motherfucker. I think I'm about 21, 21, something like that. Yeah. So, I go down there. So I'm like, I'm anxious. I'm like, I ain't really worried about whether he got my back on food and all that stuff. I ain't really worried about that part. What my mind is focused on, meeting his mama, this court date, this court, and this Fuji shit, right? That's what my mind set on with my petty ass, right? So, we make it down there and shit. And I'm trying to think, you know, if I meet his mom and everything, mama like, hey, I'm gonna get y'all a room, whoop, 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 you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my living spot too small. Vic like, oh no, mom like, no, I got y'all, get y'all a room. Blase split, right? So, they talking or whatnot. Song come on the TV, and it's one of Wyclef joints. So mine just go off, you know, not go off, but she go off talking about them, you know. And you know, she was very familiar with them, like Vic said she was, like Vic said they was, right? Oh no, I'm just making sure. I'm sorry, y'all. Making sure it was still recording. So, nigga, they had like a 2-hour discussion about this shit. So you talking about trying to pick some shit apart? I had plenty of shit to pick apart, but my thing is, Vic didn't initiate the conversation. He didn't initiate the conversation. In fact, moms didn't even know I was coming. Moms had no clue. So, saying they could have made it up or something like that, no. This is organic, right? So, Vic sit around. Should I say we sit around the room, you know. And mind you, you know what I'm saying, like he said he was gonna do, he fed me when I got hungry. Which wasn't much because I was more scared than anything. You know what situation I was in. I was just, you know, trying to make sure, hey, no police contact, you know. I'm thinking like that. So, I'm scared. Asking about, you know, what I need to be asking about. And I meet, so he take me over to some of his buddies' house. Well, actually, let me see how that happened. We went to a record store. Hold up, y'all. Let me go make this transaction right quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause it. So, get over his partner in the house. Mind you, weed is illegal out there. Niggas treating weed like it's crack cocaine, right? Like super paranoid. They more paranoid than me. So, once again, I ain't gotta say shit. I ain't gotta be sneaky and ask questions to get a desired answer. Or I ain't gotta do none of that shit. It came right to me. Oh, nigga, I thought you was gone. La 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 la. Case, nigga, they caught you with the. I think such and such told on you. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I can't wait to get back home and tell my motherfucking girl about this shit. I'm like, wow. So this nigga telling me how he had the speakers and the keyboard, the turntables, and how he was DJing up here at this, and the celebrities used to come through, and blah, blah. All that shit was doubted. Right? All that shit was doubted. Until I seen a group of niggas who was surprised to see this nigga pull up and spill everything that I needed spilled. It's just that simple. That's just the way it happened. So, I learned, you know, for good or bad, don't doubt nobody, ever. Doubt nobody, ever. told me them grams and shit. I'm like, oh man, I know this nerdy, skinny, funny looking motherfucker. I know this nigga ain't doing none of this shit this nigga talking about doing. And everything he said was on the straight up. Straight up. So, you know, that's why me and the nigga solid through and through up until now. That's why when I asked him, can I move with him and move in the house with him and his girl, pay rent to him and his girl, that's why I didn't turn my back on him or act some type of way towards that nigga because he turned me down. That's why, because that real shit is what attracts me to anybody. And when I see you real, when you prove you real, nigga, you go on my records, it's solid. And once you go on my records, it's solid. Baby, the only thing could get you up out of there is you. I'm gonna upload this and I'm gonna do a little bit of something else, y'all. Peace, love.